Hey guys, welcome back to another video. In today's video, we are going to be taking a look at a very fun build. This build, I kind of ran it during my one live stream. I was just actually kind of messing around. And I was like, you know what, this is actually not that bad. And that is the Fury Ember. But this one has a bit of a twist to it. I have Battleborn and I have Last Stand on there. So my thinking is, you know, when the enemy is close to a beacon, I'm going to drop in and surprise them. When you drop in, your Battleborn kicks in. If it is maxed out, you have, I believe, 60% damage resistance for 20 seconds, you know, after you drop in. And you got to be careful also when you use Battleborn. You know, if it's at the start of a game, you want to actually drop in after the counter has, you know, already started, because if you drop in early, it already starts counting down. So just a tip for those of you that do use Battleborn. I did not know this at first. So yeah. The whole thinking is, you know, you drop in, you have the 60% damage resistance, and then when the Fury drops down to 30% health, the Last Stand kicks in and you don't take any damage for 4.5 seconds. But as you can see here, we dropped in here on Castle Map. I started off with that Strider build, or Hellburner build rather, with the EQ and the Glory. Not a bad build actually. I like the fact that you have an EQ and you can block things, you know, like Scourge and stuff from something like the Ares, like I was doing there. And you know, after that got taken out, I dropped in with the Natasha here with Redeemers and Halo. So this build sort of stems from when I was running the Fury Redeemer in my Spec the Storm video, which if you haven't yet checked it out, I'll put a link to that in the video description if I remember. But the Redeemers were doing a lot of damage, so I thought, you know, what can we do in terms of builds for the Natasha? And I decided to run this. Funny enough, this build almost stole the show in this game here. So yeah, I've taken out a lot of players. This thing's wreaking havoc on their end, or at least around center here. And these guys did lock me down. My Last Stand kicked in, and you can just see the power of the Redeemer. You know, I already have a triple kill here, but that Lancelot, you can see his shield's broken. And at this point, you know, I did notice that they had our beacon to the right, so I dropped in with my Fury. Now, obviously, there's no players nearby. There is an invader here, and you will see they actually start shooting at me when they notice, you know, these three flamethrowers. You can see my health dropping, but also the Battleborn did kick in, so I'm not taking as much damage. I remember 60% damage resistance, and at this point I start healing up and I move over to our main beacon here on the left side, trying to defend that with my Fury Ember. So I'm hitting these guys with three flamethrowers. It's doing a ton of damage. This, you know, Mendes starts charging me, and obviously he gets burnt up. And at this point, you know, I see these guys starting to move closer and closer to this beacon. They're really playing aggressively, trying to push it. So I made sure that, you know, I was here, all healed up, all ready to go, and you know, ready to flame them. I actually wanted to attack on the left side, but then I thought, you know what, I actually don't really have, you know, much Ember saved up. So I decided to hit this player here. I think that is a Mercury. I decided to hit him, and then once I was reloaded, I moved over to the left side to deal with these two players here. So yeah, I know that this guy's here. I don't have that much Ember, and I try to shoot straight because you can actually still hit him. You can see my crosshair flashing there, so I did hit him a bit while I'm reloading. And then I tried to move to this wall. My thinking was just to fire over the wall. There is a part here, a bit of a gap where you can fire over, so I managed to find that, and I'm hitting this, I believe, Hetchy. I was able to take him out. I tried to get that other player, but then they saw the flames. Maybe I shouldn't have fired. Rather let them come close and then hit them with the Ember, but nonetheless, you know, I did reload. Apologies to that Inquisitor. I think I messed up his jump there, and you know, I dropped in here, and I'm trying to get this Lancelot. I roasted him up actually, really good. And then I tried to move around this like tower here, because obviously there's this Aljung, or the White Dragon, trying to flame me up. So now he's giving me a dose of you know, my own medicine here. I did get him pretty decent there, but you know, he managed to take me out. And then I dropped in with my Bulwark here with the Viper and Glory. So I was trying this out for a number of games. It's actually pretty solid. I think I might actually do a video on this build, but it ended up doing pretty good. got rid of that Spectre, and now I'm trying to hit these guys. This guy was falling back here, my teammate, because he saw the Ares. Now at this point, I'm looking at the beacon bar. I see that we have 5 players, so not really too concerned here, but our beacon bar is kind of low, so I'm starting to make a bit of an aggressive push. And here you can see, I'm moving towards center. My thinking is they're probably going to pop out, use a shield soon. So what I'm doing is I'm standing behind this wall, almost using it as a physical shield to preserve my own physical shield and my shield. So as these guys got close, this is when I decided to make the move. I took that one Ares out, I moved forward here, I deactivated my shield so that, he's shooting at my physical shield. Then I activated my shield once again in the hopes that, with that rotation, I don't take on too much damage, and we managed to take that guy out. But unfortunately, I got smoked by the Spectre. So, I am keeping an eye on that beacon bar. And we do have 3 beacons, so I'm not really too concerned at this point. I dropped in with the Nemesis, I hit that Spectre, took him out, and then I pretty much just charged all the way to their home beacon. And I know that there's a player, on the, or there was one, I think on the right side. He dropped in now, trying to defend their home beacon, because they do have a very big beacon bar advantage here, but we have more players. And I decided to actually hit this Mender, because my thinking is if I can do as much damage to him, he won't be able to heal up as much, at least his teammate. So, kind of go for that source, and then we managed to take him out. And now moving around to take out this final player, who is, I believe, in a Mercury. And finally managed to hit him with, I think, an Orc in here or something. And he was taken out, and I do believe that is game. So, yeah, a very good game. Showcasing that Fury build. Unfortunately, there wasn't a lot of players stacked up around a beacon, because that's when I think it really does shine, but we ended up doing really well with it, over 2.6 million damage. But also I do have examples or bonus footage where I did drop in at a beacon using this exact same build, which I wanted to show you guys, and you'll be able to see that in the bonus footage. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and if you haven't yet subscribed, consider subscribing. Until the next video, I'll catch you guys later.